We saw over the weekend, we saw Bitcoin hit new lows. I think we went to 57.79. And then within about 10 or 15 minutes, you had a huge ramp up, 100, 200 points. And that's typically the action that Bitcoin has shown at bottoms. 5,900 or so is mining costs. There's an incentive for miners to keep that price above that level. So it's still early, but we're starting to see the early signs of it. And actually this morning, we actually saw quite a bit of demand coming from Asia. So that's very positive.
So what are you looking at in terms of, when you say you're seeing increased demand coming from Asia, what exactly are you looking at? What should people be looking at?
So there's a couple different things. One, we're seeing it from our OTC desk, but also Tether, which is used in global arbitrage. They printed about $250 million worth of Tether today, which generally indicates there's demand coming, and most of that demand is Asian demand, as most of the Asian exchanges use quite a bit of the Tether product. So that you can kind of infer what's going on.
That's basically because you have to put fiat currencies into Tether, which are then used to buy Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, right?
Right. A lot of the Asian exchanges don't have U.S. banking accounts, but everything's priced in U.S. dollars. So they use Tether, which is a cryptocurrency backed by U.S. dollars, and they use that as a proxy for the U.S. dollar.
Brian, what fundamentally is driving Bitcoin? I've seen everything today from the Iranian rial going to new lows and that sort of currency collapsing, creating some underground demand, to the U.S. dollar to the Chinese currency. Is there anything fundamentally driving it or some correlation we should be watching?
So in general, what we have seen is exactly that, is that it goes higher when there are currency crises. I mean, remember, this is an alternative currency, so it works very well for that. So I think Iran's probably one of it. We've seen Argentina. I would also say it kind of tangentially has to do with the trade war and what's going on with China. If we remember, what's the final option for China here? It's probably a devaluation of their currency. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's ultimately what they can do to retaliate. And if you're a wealthy Chinese person and you're thinking that's going to come, where would you want to put your money? Certainly not in RMB. You may want to put it in some BTC.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.